Hi everyone and welcome to Messy Mom's Guide. Today's video is going to be 5 things you should know about baby's safety in the car. The first thing that you should know about your baby's safety in the car is not to hold him on your lap. You should use only car seat. The babies and small children are not like an adults. They have a softer bones and they are much more than ours. They have about 300 bones in their body, which start to fuse together at around 2 or 3 years old. So it is very important to not to make him safer in the car, because everything happens, and we as parents we want to do the better that we can for our babies. And why am I telling this? Because of their anatomy, it is very dangerous for them to be in your lap. In case of a crash, which no one of us wants, I'm pretty sure of that, they will be at least thrown away from you from the crash force. So you need to use every time the appropriate car seat according to your baby's age. So you should be careful, because incidents really can happen in seconds. I really do know what it's like to have a newborn which is enormously crying in the car seat, and you need to travel from distance A to distance B. So I have experienced that as well, and yeah, I have been putting him in the seat, and when he starts to crying a lot, I just stop trying to calm my baby and put him back. Of course, this depends on how long the trip should be and so on. But as parents, we try to navigate the world again towards our little baby. So I'm sure that no one will judge you that you are holding your baby during the drive, but you need to know that it is very dangerous. And if you are doing it, which I'm not, of course I'm really not recommending at all, probably you need to do it for very small distance for a very little time. So you need to be careful, and I'm not recommending at all to hold your baby in your lap while you're in a car. So we do know the recommendations. We should not hold our baby in the car while driving. So what should we do if we offer a taxi, if we should order a taxi? Of course, this depends on the country you're living in. Probably there are some companies that child car seats can be requested, but the country where I live in, we should not have that option, or it is very limited. And probably I need to wait for about 1 or 2 hours for such available car. So I haven't used it. My son is 1 year and 4 months old, and still I haven't even tried to use a taxi or similar transport, because I just know that there will not be any available car seats or any available cars with some kind of child car seats in them. So it's really your choose. You choose whether you should use a taxi or you try another transport. I have one or two times where I have been holding. I have put my baby in a carrier. He was probably 2 or 3 months old. I do not remember, but he was really crying, and we were buying some stuff. So he was in a carrier, and that's how I was going home with him. When my husband was driving, I was on the back seat with my baby. He was not in a car seat. Yeah, this happens. I'm not saying that does not happen at all. It is possible. So I have carried him in a baby carrier for about 5 or 10 minutes drive to home. So it is really your choice, but I do recommend not to hold your baby at any times. The second thing you should know about safety is the clothes, especially in winter season. As we all know, in the winter we all are dressing up with a lot of clothes, especially the babies. but it is very important to not overdress the baby in the car because of different reasons. The one is that when we put the baby inside the car seat and fasten the seat belt when the baby is with all those fluffy clothes in it, it creates space, an extra space that in case of a crash between the baby and the belt, that in case of a crash might throw away the baby from the seats. It can slip through the straps. So it just creates some imaginary vision that we got saved, that the baby is really safe. This was the first reason. It is very dangerous for them, just because it creates a space gap which compromise the belts. And the second thing is that when a baby is in a car and it is with all those clothes, it can be warmed up very quickly, which is really bad for them. It is even worse than getting them cold. So do not overlay your baby, do not overclothe your baby. If you have a newborn, you probably have these portable baskets, portable newborn car seats, which are really handy in such cases because all newborns are sleeping a lot. And the perfect for me, the perfect thing is to just put the baby inside from your home. Put the baby inside this basket, this car seat, and you can just lay some blanket over it, over the baby or something like that, and it will not be any problems. You just configure your baby inside the car seat before even going out. So this is probably the best solution in this case. If you have an older child, if you have an older baby that does not use such seat, you can just remove all his clothes inside the car and fasten him the best is you according to the recommendations. The third thing you should know about baby safety in the car is about the belts. The belts are the most important thing probably in a car seat. If you have purchased the most expensive car seat, the most modern, the most functional and so on car seat, it will be useful if you haven't tightened enough the belts. So when you put the baby inside, the belts should be going from the shoulder, not outside, inside, probably almost next to the neck, and should be tightened no more than two fingers from the body of the baby, from the baby. They really need to be tightened enough, because otherwise the baby might be thrown away from the seat again. It won't protect it. They won't protect the baby. The fourth thing you should know about baby safety in the car is rear facing. Frontal collision tests show that the load on the child's neck is 5 times greater when sitting forward facing position compared to the rear facing position. So it is recommended to hold your baby sitting on rear facing position at least 2-4 years old. So let's put some logic behind all those recommendations. Babies and children have disproportionately head in relation to the rest of their body, and their neck muscles are not yet fully developed. So in case of a crash, when baby is sitting forward facing, all the majority of the forces from the crash are going right into the baby's neck, while his head is going forward with tremendous force. So it is really the most safest thing that you can do for your baby is to be putting him in to drive him in the rear facing position as long as it can go. So what happens when your baby is in a rear facing position? In case of a crash, the car seat shell is acting as a protective shield and absorbs the impact energy. So it is in this case the car seat is protecting the most sensitive, the most vulnerable parts of your body, of your baby. It is the head, the neck and the spine. The fifth thing you should know about your baby safety in the car is the crash test. Do research about the law requirements and the standards in your country. Take a look independent associations that are making crash testing of child car seats. And if be careful, because some brands produce their car seats without any regulations, and are they may not even test them. So if you have chosen some particular car seat, just you can do a research about it and be sure that it is really safest. And if you're in Europe, you can check out the German association. It's called ADAC, and the Swedish Plus test, which is the most safest test for child car seats in the world. Let the safety of your baby be #1 priority for you. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope this video was helpful for some of you, and I wish you all to be safe and to be careful what car seats you are choosing. Thanks for watching. Bye.